Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. We're back another week, and it is actually Good Friday. So happy Friday, happy Good Friday for those that know. For those that celebrate, happy Friday. Go in love, go in peace. Prepare for Palm Sunday. Is it Palm Sunday? No, Easter Sunday. I'm tripping. I ain't been in church in a while, so I don't know all the specifics anymore. But Good Friday, you supposed to eat some fish. So I got me some fish here. So I'll be munching while we talking today. But I'm not long winded per se. But welcome to the podcast. This is Gentle Push the podcast. Please subscribe, comment, share, like, engage, provide feedback, whatever it is that you decide to do, whatever the Lord touches your heart to do. And we do got the blood, not the blood of Jesus, not actual blood, just some fruit juice. Woo! But today's episode is about it being Good Friday. Good Friday, for those that are aware, is you know honestly, I'm not even gonna get into this story because I have not been in my studies of church in such a long time, so I won't mess it up. But Good Friday is always before Easter Sunday, and Easter Sunday is when he resurrected per se, the good book. And a lot of things are symbolic, in my opinion, when it comes to the Bible. Um, you can apply it to your lives or whatever the case may be. What's going on with this microphone? He got a mind of his own. It's trying to get up. You see it? It's coming up. You coming up 2 days early. You got to come up on Sunday. On the third day, he rose. Trying to rise before the third day. You're not following the Bible. But yeah, man. Today's Friday. Friday's Gentle Pushes Friday 60-second TikTok video was about uncomfortable conversations. I'm sorry, uncomfortable spaces. Uncomfortable spaces. And just a small, quick scenario. I went out with my friends last night, and my partner, and the venue. I'm not bashing the venue in any way because it's a vibe. It's just we never go prepared. The venue is small. So you're it's no standing room. You packed in there like sardines and everybody wants to be there and all that good stuff like that. And it's uncomfortable. There's no room to two step, jig jive, none of that. Nothing of the sorts. Um so we was there and I was ready to go. If you know me, am I right? And I got banana. Not banana. Plantain. Sorry. Sorry. Plantains. That I learned that you have to dip the plantains in the pickles. So, it helps with the taste. But it's so good, y'all. I'm trying to not eat so much and talk, but we can multitask, right? We can multitask. We're gonna try. We're gonna attempt to multitask. You know. So I'm gonna make sure my mouth is to the mic so that you can hear me when I'm talking, because I don't really hear myself when I'm sorry eating, or it may be loud to me. All right, that was our intermission. But what was I talking about? We went to the place. It was really, if you know me, I am not fond of clubs or lounges. And if I do happen to go to any other two, I need a little area. I just need a little area. You know what I'm saying? This is just me. This is just me. No, no, nothing. Call me bougie. Call me what you want to call me. This is me. I need a little area to be my own self, be in my own zone, be in my, I need to get into my own flow state in my own area. And I can't do that packed up on sardines, people walking past me. People can't even walk past you. And if they do walk past you, they rub it on your butt, rub it on the small of your back. Like, some people even being rude and bumping you. So it kind of just like takes you out of your element. So I was just like, mind you, in this same in this same venue, I went and I was ready to go as well because it was packed as well, and just like, dang, like if I don't have my own area, this is not gonna be a vibe. But I end up staying, and people left and sat in somebody else's section and stuff like that. But that wasn't, you know what I'm saying. I shouldn't have to work up my way to have a good time. I came ready to have a good time, and I couldn't have a good time. So, but last night, we sitting there, we end up getting a section or whatever. Not even. Some girls, some pretty beautiful girls left, and it was like, hey, y'all can sit here. So we sat here. Then these rude people come and was just like, oh, I just sold this, so you need to move. Whatever, because we were in the process of getting a hookah and buying a bottle, but I guess we wasn't going fast enough for them. So I was just like, let's go stand over here, which is near the door. And I was just like, you know what? I'm finna go. I'm not comfortable. I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm not gonna enjoy anything, a hookah, drinks, or nothing because like we're literally, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be out all night as well either. In order to wait for people to leave and you sit by the bar, I'm not trying to do all that. So I left. And as we was leaving, my boyfriend was just like, "Oh, you still wanna, I was over it. My social battery or whatever you want to call it was gone. I was not trying to be there anymore. I was ready to go. I was annoyed. So I didn't have any brain power left or any desire to want to go anywhere. But we looking good or whatever. He was like, "Hey, you want to still go out and you know, get a drink or maybe sit down and eat somewhere?" And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, cool, no problem." Like, I mean, yeah, we can, but I don't have the brain power to find it, to Google search anything, to find no directions, anything like that. He was like, "Okay, cool, no problem." So he ended up finding us a place or whatever. And the place was nice, it was good or whatever. It was a chill place. It was a real messy place. Like messy as in like the people that was coming in, like, it was real scammers, and it was a nice place and they got good food. That's where we got the fish from. Um but the night ended up being salvaged, whatever, whatever, whatever. Had a good night, came home, fell asleep. No, actually walked the dogs and fell asleep. But it was a good night. It was a good night overall. Sucks that I wasn't able to enjoy the first venue, but hey, it happens. But anyways, my point of telling you this story is anytime you encounter or come into an uncomfortable space and you're not able to find a solution or to align yourself in that space, leave. Don't stick around for the sake of it. Don't stick around for the plot. Don't stick around and see if anything changes. You've attempted to change. Did I attempt to change my environment or my circumstance in that venue, in that uncomfortable space? Yes, I did. We were getting ready to purchase a bottle so that we would have our own space. But pause. Getting a bottle didn't even guarantee you your own space. So it was just like, that's really not even going to solve the problem because of it's not a guarantee. So, if you're not able to get aligned or be on the same page or find a solution that works within that space, I suggest for you to leave. We have a tendency of sticking around when we know we should go. We have a tendency of leaving, ignoring red flags, ignoring the signs, being blind to the truth of whatever the matter is, and sticking around and trying to find out. Sticking around and trying to see if it'll work out. Sticking around and trying to change that man. Sticking around and trying to change that woman. Sticking around and just trying to make it work. And when you've done all you can do, you gotta go. You gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it doesn't even require these deep, um, long, intricate, uh you know, methods or solutions and stuff. Like it doesn't require that. So why stick around where it doesn't work for you? And some can advocate, some can argue and say, oh, it can build some character, or it'll, build some tough skin, or I don't know. It's okay. I'm not trying to learn in that way. Uh I'm not trying to develop in that way, in that environment. I don't need that type of development. Every way of sharpening or improving is not always a good way. Just because it makes you better doesn't mean that the process is worth it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I should endure this. It's a negative a factor to improvement. How does that work? You think by doing something negative it's going to get you a positive outcome? Like that's not how that works. So it's just like, don't ignore the situations, the factors. Don't ignore what is surrounding you in that environment. We, like I said earlier, are accustomed to just sticking around, even when we know that we know that we know. We don't ask God to show us three pink cars, five God universe, three pink cars, five blue Range Rovers, two yellow tulips, a blue canary, a red blue jay, or whatever. Like I'm purposely not saying the things correctly, but because we get so detailed in showing us, asking for these signs from the universe, from God, and we get these things, and we still ignore it. We get these things and we still be like, you know what? Fuck it. Um, nah, like, oh, nah, that's not it. I told him to give me a blue disc and then da, but it was a blue with it. No, you got the answer you were looking for, but because you want to, because of your own prideful agenda or whatever it is that you want, you stick around regardless. And then when the outcome doesn't become what you want, or the situation doesn't change from what it is, and it remains uncomfortable, you upset, you mad, you're angry, you're let down, or you're disappointed. When you ask and you had multiple opportunities to leave that space, to come out of something that is uncomfortable, but we decide that we are going to stick it out. Everything is not a stick it out moment. Everything is not a stick it out moment. A stick it out moment is you're in boot camp to be a police officer. You're in boot camp in the military. You're in a probation period at your job, and they have strict rules. Like those are things that you stick it out because you know what you're sticking out for. You know what this process is going to bear fruit. You know what's the result of what you're going through. When things are negative, when things are not going good, when things are not in the best of space, odds, and environment, but you still thinking that it's for your good? No, 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 no. There was a time I think I was in church and this boy was getting up, he was preaching or something, and he was like, what he said? He was just like, oh, who all want peace or something or whatever, something he said. And then, people raising their hand, amen, and stuff like that. And then he was like, I pray God don't give you no peace, or something he said. Something he said in reference to trying to obtain peace by taking the peace away. Or, oh, I pray that God will take you through some things that'll give you peace. Why would God? What? Why? What are we doing? What are we talking about? You want me to have peace, but you want me to go through hell and high water to get peace? Peace is being still. Peace is acknowledging what is around and accepting. Peace is the opposite of chaos. But you want me to go through chaos to get peace? It was a mind blowing, what, head scratching moment. For a person in a space to promote growth, to promote a better self, to promote a better you, to encourage and want hardship for you to get something that doesn't require hardship. It doesn't require hardship. I'm already going through, you know what I'm saying? However, uncomfortable spaces happen at work. They happen at um in your family, they happen when around your friends, they happen in your relationship. And if you see that none of those things are changing or it's not improving, leave. If that conversation is uncomfortable and you guys are not, y'all just not clicking, take a pause, take a beat, step back and be like, hey, let's revisit this. Because right now, I know it's an uncomfortable conversation, but we're not aligning right now. We're not on the same page. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not there where we should be to where we can come out of this uncomfortable situation. Now we're just bumping heads, and you don't want that. That's not something that you want. So anytime you find yourself at a crossroad and trying to figure out what to do, does it make sense? Step back. Look at the bigger picture. Look at a bigger picture. All right, say for instance at the venue I got a drink. All right, cool. I can't enjoy my drink. I can't enjoy it. I'm like literally like this behind people. People walking back behind me. Like it was no space. It was nothing. Like how could I enjoy that? Could I have prevented that? Yeah, we could have had this arranged before I got here, or this could have been handled before I got here. But what happened? That wasn't the case. So let me go ahead and remove myself because I'm now working on the defense. I'm not on offense anymore. I'm working on defense. So let me go ahead and remove myself and to make it make sense for me, to make it a better space for me. So I say all that to just say that know your limits, know your boundaries, know your standards, know what works for you. Yeah, that makes sense. Know what works for you. Know what works for you. And I say that because I'm trying to figure out another way to how to say it, or I'm saying it multiple times to for it can so that it can sink in because there's no other way to say if that puzzle piece don't fit, don't force it. You know what I'm saying? If that relationship is not working and you've tried and they've tried and y'all done everything you can, don't force it. That friendship is not working. Y'all keep bumping heads. They keep shading you. They keep sneak dissing you. Let it go. It's not working. If that, listen, that even comes with family. If family is not respecting who you are, if family is not loving you, if family is not building a community, if family is not, even when you address things, separate. Separate. There is no rule that says because you are my family, I have to allow you to make me uncomfortable and just take it. No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nah, that's not how that happens. You know what I'm saying? In your job, your manager or your director job and responsibility is to direct and manage, to create the next round of leaders. And if that manager, that director is not doing that, all right, it's time for me to find another routine or find me another route to where I want to be because you're not doing, and it's uncomfortable. You come into work every day and there's a problem. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Every day there's a problem with something I've done. Nah, 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 nah. Mm-mm. Every day is something that creates the bad work environment. That creates me hating my job and not want to be here. Then boom, I either spaz out, crash out, and lost my job when I could have been doing what the birds do. They take a twig from a tree and they go plant it somewhere. A twig from another tree, go plant it somewhere until they build their own nest outside of where they were. Take that, take that, and apply that to every area of your life that has you in a place where your back is against the wall and you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe, your standards, your boundaries are being overrun. Go ahead, let's boom. The old folks call it mad money. Go ahead, take some money out of this account, put it over there. $50 over here. Next month, 25. Next the month after that, 35. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking and I'm building a place. There is a passage since we're on Good Friday in the book that says that you can't root up something, tear down, demolish, and not put something in its place. I can't I can't build on top of something that has no foundation. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just uproot and not have a plan afterwards. Yeah, you can call it blind faith if you want to, but most people can't work like that. Most people can't live like that. Most people don't operate like that because that creates another area, another layer of stress, another layer of the mind just running, another layer of worrying because I left here without securing something on the other side. And how does that, you know what I'm saying, that push you in another place? So now what you're doing is now you're going to take your shit to sugar. And I learned that from my cousin. We were talking about relationship, and she was like, you know, buddy, you can't be taking you can't take shit to sugar. I've learned that you can't do it. You can't take old toxic behaviors and paths and bring it over to your new place, your good place, because now you soil it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like prepare yourself, unlearn those toxic behaviors. If I'm in an uncomfortable position or uncomfortable space, and I'm at fault in some way, okay, let me unlearn those things. Let me improve myself. Okay, if improving myself doesn't change the space that I'm in, all right, now it's time for me to go ahead and start venturing out because I've done on my side what I can do. Now it's time for me to be, you know what? Let me go ahead and prepare a place for myself somewhere else. I've done the work. That's the thing. When you're doing the work and the spaces still look uncomfortable, it's time to leave. It's time to leave. There is a saying that says, when things become uncomfortable, that is your sign to move on. That's your sign to venture out because now, in a sense, you've filled this capacity, and it's like a person trying to a XL person trying to fit into a medium shirt. It's not gonna work. It's uncomfortable now. I can't stretch out. I can't be comfortable. I can't allow things to flow. I need a bigger, like a hermit crab. They move their shells when they grow. This shell is now too small. It's uncomfortable, and I can't be here anymore. I need to go to another space. I need to get me another shell, and that shell will be bigger, and now I have more room to grow. I have more room to venture. I have more room to improve, and more room to be better, a better person, to be a and have a capacity, a greater capacity for what I want. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to get out because I'm saying these things. I'm like it's not hitting like I wanted to hit, but it's like I have a greater capacity now to be filled. I've already my cup is running over. Like it's, I now need to get into a different space. And uncomfortable spaces we spoke about in the beginning, the negative aspect of it, and now we're speaking on the positive aspect of it. The positive aspect of it is I've grown. I've outgrown this. You can even look at it in the negative space. Like I've outgrown arguing. I've outgrown being toxic. I've outgrown going to these places that don't fit into my aesthetic or don't cater to the needs and desires that I want. I've outgrown these things and I've stopped settling for these things. So now I need to go ahead and venture out and to find something that more aligns with who I am, who gives me the space, gives me the peace, gives me the capacity to continue to grow and to learn and to be. I've outgrown it. That's why I'm uncomfortable. I've reached my heights. I can't break any more ceilings. I'm here. I'm stuck. And now I'm complacent. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go. You know? And that goes for, again, anything that we speak about today goes towards any aspect, any arena in your life. Love life, friendship, work life, career, passion, school of thoughts, your studies, new house, car, the material things. When things have run their course, allow them to run their course. Allow them to be exactly what it is and be done with it. It's okay to end one chapter and go with another chapter. It's okay. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. And that's what we got to realize. It's okay to move on. It's okay to be done. It's okay to understand when something or someone has run its course. Because we think all friendships are supposed to be a life what they call that? Life term. All relationships are supposed to be a life term. All jobs are supposed to be a life term. All passions are supposed to be a life term. All housing and cars are supposed to be a life term. No, it's not. Things are seasonal for a reason. get what you can out of it and go ahead and move on. Do what you came to do and be done with it. Ain't that what Jesus told Judas? Do it and do it quickly. Or Peter, whoever he told. I don't know. I'm not a scholar, so don't kill me. But that is what we should take from today's conversation, today's monologue, today's dialogue. Um it's okay to move on. It's okay to leave one place and go to another place. I'm not comfortable over here. I don't like how this I'm being treated over here. I don't like what's happening over here. Let me go somewhere else. Let me leave. Let me take myself. Let me remove myself out of this environment because it doesn't work for me. It's okay to want to be happy. And it's okay to be happy. It's okay to want to enjoy life. It's okay to want to enjoy things that are no longer something you used to enjoy. Did I say that right? I didn't think I said that right. I don't think I said that right. It's okay to enjoy things that you didn't used to enjoy. I did say that right. For example, um, that comes with growth. Oh my goodness. Okay, I would take the uh evolution. Evolution is growing, is moving, it's evolving, right? So say for instance, I used to say that uh I didn't agree with I don't know. I can't dang. I'm trying to think of a scenario because I do have some real life scenarios in my head. Oh, perfect. Um that's like a change though. Hmm. All right, don't worry about it. But like, yeah, things that you used to disagree with, and you've seen a different perspective, or you've seen a different understanding, or you've gotten to experience it in a different way. It's okay to change your tune. Okay, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to look at it and to speak on it in a different perspective because now I have a different understanding because I experienced it in a different way. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Like it's okay. Like I used to, because of what I was taught, I used to be so against a lot of things. And now that I've experienced things, I've come into a different school of thought, a different way of understanding, a different way of seeing things. Everything is not just black and white. There are some gray areas in life. Everything is not just good and bad. Everything is not those things because who am I to say what's good and who am I to say what's bad? Who am I to say everything is copacetic when things probably just aren't? It all depends on how you grow, how you evolve, and how you experience things in that way. Just like they say, oh, I see you in a different light. You see that same subject, person, place, or thing in a different light. So now you have a different experience. You have a different perspective of it. I didn't always see it this way, but now I see it now. I understand both sides now. So I'm able to advocate. I'm able to understand. I'm able to speak on these things in a different way with a greater knowledge. You know, so of course, I don't like to keep you guys long. I just wanted to drop some nuggets with you. It's okay to leave an uncomfortable situation. I actually implore you, I recommend you, I suggest you to leave a place that is, if it doesn't suit you, it's okay. Stop that conversation, stop that friendship, cut that relationship off, leave that job and get you another one first. But leave that job. That car's not doing for you and making you uncomfortable. Go ahead and work on getting another car. You know what I'm saying? That house done got too small and you this place is too cramped. Go ahead and get you another place. You know what I'm saying? It is okay to grow, to evolve, to change, to pivot. What didn't work, what did work at one time, stop working. And that's okay. Now it's time for me to figure out what works now. So, with love, with peace, with joy, enjoy your weekend. If you're seeing this, this is going to be Saturday that you're seeing this. So, have a blessed Easter Sunday. Hope you had a good Friday. And until, let's see, wait, we did four. This will be the fourth episode, consistency for the week. Wait. Let's pause. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to see. That one, two. It may be three. Hold up, yeah, I got too excited. I got too excited. It may be three. I'm gonna double check. It may be three. However, if it's the fourth episode, we're gonna take a pause for next weekend because I will not be here. I am celebrating a good friend's birthday, and we're going to Orlando. And then I'll come back and have to catch up on life. So it'll probably be 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before I visit you guys again and we have another conversation. But in the meantime, Gentle Pushes TikTok will still be dropping on Fridays. I'll be giving you your gently push over the weekend after surviving a long, productive for some, ugly for others week. Thank you for being my community and supporting me. Um, and until next time, peace, love, and joy. Gently push yourself. We got to come up with a better phrase to end our episode, our conversations. We got to. We got to. We'll figure it out though. So until next time, I love you. Thank you for loving me. Good night or good day, whichever.